Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very charming Georgian item of 1790. It's called A Father's Legacy to His Daughters by the late Dr. Gregory of Edinburgh. And what it is, basically, it's a book of advice to girls and young women on how to conduct themselves in their religion to a certain extent, but mostly in marriage, in love, and in sort of public, in order to preserve their virtue and be respected, etc., etc., etc. At some stage, a bookseller, as you can see, has been selling it for £30 there. The condition is okay. It's in its original binding, and a little wax would help, but it's scuffed, but not coming apart. There are various annotations or scribbles there. A young girl has obviously, or somebody has had it and sort of doodled on it, as people tended to do. It's also rather charmingly annotated by a more adult hand with comments such as, this is very true, I thoroughly agree with this, blah, blah, blah. There's some lines there. But the book is divided into little sort of aphoristic sections. The first deals with religion, as you might expect from a clergyman, but the rest is conduct and behaviour. It deals with love and marriage, amusements. There's a whole section on dancing and accomplishments and so on. There's a whole section on love and marriage, again, as I say, annotated by a sort of Jane Austen-era young lady. It says tolerable description, it says there, on a description of true love in its first stages. And it talks about not leading men on, how to impress men with your character without sort of encouraging them too much. It's all that kind of thing. The sections on dancing, which he agrees is a good idea, as long as you do it with sort of decorum and grace. So it's about grace, deportment, love, marriage, bit of religion, and it's a characteristic sort of Georgian item. It's a scarce book. It was published in 1774 originally. On the 140 million volume Abe book site at the moment, there's a later edition than this, 1793. In fact, for £30. My starting price is rather less than that. There we are. There we have a demure 18th century lady, or rather classically clad lady, reading a book of deportment or whatever it is, and there is A Father's Legacy to His Daughters by the late Dr. Gregory of Edinburgh. Thanks very much indeed. Bye.